Okay, so last time you all decided, hey, we're going to enter in this dungeon with our newfound companion. You encountered a wizard. In that wizard, you fought the wizard, discovered there's a puzzle, found out you're all bad at puzzles, and then you solved the puzzle.
I was going to say, what do you mean I solved it?
And then we learned about some random god.
Mercule.
Mercule, my lord and savior.
In which then your friend Al got turned into a death cleric.
Wanda killed a cinnamon roll snake.
She's devastated.
And probably wanted by the law now.
Maybe.
And Nibbles is slowly learning how to do reading comprehension.
Me.
As well as not to try to outsmart the DM on rulings. So, as you all begin to traverse, you are going down to the next area.
You can traverse.
Come here, Wanda. Nope, stop moving your token.
No,
you little shit.
She's like, give me the damn token.
She's like, you can't make me. I'm not going down there.
Fight for it, fight for it, fight.
Are the skeletons coming with us?
No.
No. Whee!
They don't want to help a fellow follower.
Would you like to take a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Mercule?
Upon doing so, you step down the staircase, where you appear over here. Upon stepping down from the staircase, you immediately feel your body shift and change as you are now stepping up a staircase as you enter into a new room.
Oh, that was a critical trip.
You are on floor 2.
Up or down? That was a... That was like, I feel like the whole time during that whole situation, Hernanda was still wrapped around Wanda, so Hernanda was just sleeping or something like that while Wanda was just in her devastation.
Or you know, pull a page out of Mariah's book, and the Hand of God said, "This is now about to be like an 8-inch tall statue that fits in your pocket."
Hernanda ran.
So, Hernanda, meet our newest party member, Tides.
You met me already.
Man.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes. And I distinctly remember saying, I am not impressed.
You're the Gorgon, right?
Yeah.
See.
You're more like a Naga at this point, because you don't even have petrifying gaze.
Yeah, really. Like, legit, it might as well be.
That's a place to Naga.
Gorgonzola.
Gorgonoli.
Oh my god, I just realized.
Gorgussi. So...
No.
So
we're not talking about the Snowsea.
So as you decide to travel south through the southern halls, you begin to feel the rotting stench of flesh filling the room. Wanda, you see the walls shimmer a little bit.
No. Can I insight that? Or
Sure.
is it just like, I just want to see if something's shimmering? Or like, I don't know.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
10.
Damn it.
A little 10 in my shimmer of my eye. Where's the 5?
Okay, so you got a 5 on your insight?
10.
10, you said.
Yeah.
Well, your 10 insight comes back with, you don't know what the fuck it is, just that it's moving.
She's kind of
That's
pauses
always a
and
good sign.
walking. She pauses and walking and just kind of looks at like, what the hell is that? They try
Guess
to
what
sugar
I'm
oat-
gonna do? Guess what I'm gonna do?
Sneak.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, example?
Everybody knows what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Sneaky snake.
You're a
No,
slippery
I'm gonna
little
go over and
sneak-
touch it.
Wait,
Oh,
no.
you're not gonna be a slippery little sneaky.
Are
snake.
you sure?
Mm-mm.
Are you?
Yeah.
I stop her in time.
Okay.
It's just like,
You touch the wall and realize that it's quite squishy. It feels kind of like leather stitched together, with a squishy
Oh my god, I
undertone
freak
to it.
out and flail and I go, it's the Necronomicon.
It feels like leather stitched together, with a squishy underneath it as your hand presses into it with a soft squish like a water bed. But you also feel the almost like meat underneath it, like
Is
rigid
it fake?
meat.
Damn it.
It's like a
can-
water
I
bed
can
of
just-
ground beef.
It's like a waterbed
I
made of
freak
flesh.
out. I freak out pretty hard.
I pull Hernando away from the walls. Ew! Don't touch that.
like a
I'm
waterbed
just
made
was
of flesh.
curious. I wasn't expecting, a flesh balloon.
It begins
It's
to
vaguely boob-like.
shimmer, and no, bonk.
No.
Go to horny jail.
Go to horny jail. Why am I going to horny jail?
Now, you belong in horny jail, but he's going to horny jail for the boob.
What? Because I said the flesh wall is described as vaguely boob-like?
Yes. Go to horny jail. So, as you touch the flesh wall, it jiggles a little bit, as you then see it kind of pulsate.
Okay. No. No.
You see, as the wall pulsates, that it opens up, as you hear the tearing amounts of flesh and leather ripping like a small tear in a coat, until
I
eventually...
literally pick up the dwarf
The dwarf.
and
What?
use it as a shield.
The door?
No, dwarf.
The dwarf.
You, the short one.
What?
I don't remember what you are.
I'm an
Ice.
I'm an octopus. I'm a fish man.
No, oh my god, Wanda.
What's an orc? Jeez,
Sorry,
I'm
I
taller
can't
than
remember
you.
what you are. All I know is that you, meat shield, I'm picking you up, standing
Roll
around
me, roll me a strength save to pick Wanda up.
Wanda is the only orc of the group. I stick out like a sore thumb. I'm a fish man.
I also want to point out I'm literally the shortest person here, and she didn't think of me.
I
Strength.
didn't. I thought she was the shortest person.
Strength save.
Do that strength say that you said you go to. You have negative
Oh,
1 in strength. You have nothing.
You attempt to pick her up, and what happens is you just kind of clasp Wanda's hips and just go, and you try to move her, and nothing happens. You're just wrapping your hands around her hips.
I tried moving you.
You delicately wrap your hands around.
It just
her
looks
hips and
like
go,
you're trying to caress Wanda.
Oh, you do belong in horny jail. You do belong
Laura
in horny
looks
jail.
down at
I
this
do.
woman and just picks her up instead, and then just backs up the wall, backs up for the weird flesh wall for a second. What the fuck?
That's not what it's
Roll
trying
me-
to do. I was
Roll
trying
me a
to
strength
move
save,
shield.
Wanda.
Got you. 14.
You pick up Hernanda quite easily, and sort of like a princess kind of pick up. You just swoop, and you just kind of back up.
Like, what the fuck? And so, a door just went through? What?
No, it tore open to reveal a fleshy hallway that is full of red flesh that coats the walls on all sides.
Undulating flesh.
It's not
That's
undulating.
what I heard.
It's still I said that it is soft flesh that covers the walls and ground. It's red and somewhat pink.
Does it
I feel
does
like
it
we're going
produce an
to the
audible
colon.
does it produce an audible squelching sound if you were to step on it?
I don't know. Why don't you try it out?
Oh my god, I'm so disturbed in this scene.
Weird, curious, dirty mind wants to go through that little thing.
Listen, I do not want to be swallowed into something's giant pussy.
Gonna just take a
Jesus
just gonna take
Christ.
I'm gonna grab the nearest rock and just leisurely toss it down what appears to be a flesh hallway.
You toss it down. You don't hear any sound come from it, just that it briefly bounces a little bit and then falls onto it.
So was there no squeeze?
There's no squish, no squeash, no sound.
Just a gentle thud?
There was no thud. It was just... It looked like there should have been a thud, but you didn't hear a thud.
Yeah, he was saying you saw it bounce.
Oh.
So many people, if they listen to this, will have so many dirty thoughts, and it's gross. But I want to just put down Hananda, and I'm going to take one for the team, because I know no one else wants to do it.
No, I'll do it, just you go first. I'll just bring up the rear.
I'll also take one for the team and test this shit out. Hope guys and swallow me whole because do some organic.
I follow Wanda with my Staff of Storms out in order to, like, literally make it explode.
Okay, so Wanda, are you going inside?
Look at the first step.
So, Wanda, as soon as you take the first step inside, you take... Oh, inside, there you go. So...
I went halfway in there.
You take your step inwards, right? As you go inside, you feel your foot like kind of give down a little bit as it like stretches into the flesh and then comes back up. As you lift your foot, you feel a sticky sensation, almost like pop that's dried on the ground and is like rip slowly off the ground as it tries to almost grab at you a little bit. Maybe could just be the flesh being flesh. And then as you walk down one more step, you begin to hear some sounds on the inside, but you don't hear any sounds outside. As you can see people talking, but you can't hear them, but you can see them, but you will only hear whispers. Make me a wisdom save, Wanda.
Oh, that's
You said
wonderful.
you said a thing that's different, and I don't quite get it. The
Well,
what dried to the what?
what?
Like dried pop, he was saying. He was describing it
soda.
as similar to
It's called-
dried
it's
soda
like
on the
soda.
ground.
Like dried soda
Oh.
or pop that dries on the ground where it gets all sticky on your
Yeah.
shoe, and when you lift your shoe up, it
Like the
goes
floor
rip.
of like the floor of a shittily tended to movie theater,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
much.
exactly. Yep.
but with more meat.
Okay, so Wanda, what was your wisdom save?
Got 12.
You fail.
Element of meat.
Upon failing,
I would say from that, yeah.
you begin to hear the whispers, as the whispers say to you, "Is this a new one? Is there a way out? Do they hear us? Can she hear us? Is there a way through? Do they think that they can go past? This'll be fun. I want another friend. This'll be fun. Who's down for another friend? Do you think they can hear us? I think they can hear us."
I stick my stick out to Wanda just to be certain, you know, if she needs to pull out, like, you know.
Wanda,
That's what she said.
you're currently
Well, no.
faced down the hall, so you don't see the stick behind you. But as these voices begin to whisper into your head, slowly filling your thoughts, make me an intelligence save.
I sure do those. Natural 20. Or a 19 to try -1.
Okay, so your mind isn't completely messed up. No, instead,
Oh,
the whispers do drown out your voice a little bit inside your own head, but you are still able to keep your thoughts. Do you want to reply to these voices?
no. With all good honesty, no. I think Wanda kind of turns back around to
Ooh.
the others.
You turn around?
Don't do that to me!
So, as you turn around, you see... You don't see this, Hananda, but instead, Wanda, you see there are fleshy hands that are coming out of the wall that are slowly going towards you, trying to grab onto the back of you.
Like, Wanda does this wonderful thing that the Blackaby would usually do. It just, like, shakes her head and says, "They Satan," and starts running down. the
Okay.
hallway.
Not today, Satan.
Another issue with that. See, as you begin to step more, pushing yourself forward, you think you run down the hall when in reality you only take one step forward.
Oh no, not those nightmare filled
And
things where you fall
Hananda,
away.
you see that Wanda entered, took one step forward, and another step forward. You don't see anything else but that. Wanda, you see that you've tried to jet forward as you think you've run, but you've only taken one step forward. Heck, you don't even remember turning around. That you've only taken one step forward.
Can I like direct the end of my staff into Wanda's hand?
Can you what?
Can I direct the staff I have out into Wanda's hand? Like, is she too far away from me?
Too far away. 10 feet away.
Too far away,
Can I-
okay.
Can I cast Shocking Grasp on the flesh ball?
You know,
Are you sure you want
Yeah.
to do that?
Yes, I'm totally sure.
No, I'm asking Tides. Are you sure you want to cast Shocking Grasp on the wall?
Never mind.
Nope, you can do it. I'm just asking if you're sure you want to.
I totally want you to.
There's no way to escape. No way to escape this because if I have to know how to do it in order to not make a mistake to give you the opportunity to fuck with me in the future. So. Never mind.
Sir, what do you think happens to me every session?
he chooses violence.
I choose violence.
I was gonna say, if you don't want to fall on that grenade, I will.
Okay.
Like,
I'm going
I don't
to,
always fuck with my players. Like, guys, you can vouch for that.
Yeah, totally.
Shut the fuck up, Wanda.
Yeah, like, remember he messed with Wanda earlier, just like, oh, you sure you want to turn around? And then literally nothing came of it. But yeah, I think we're
Something
going
did. The fleshy
to...
hands. What do you mean?
Trying to see. No,
I
that's
think we're
different.
gonna Sacred Flame. Can
Why
the
are
wall
you-
make me a
Why are
dexterity
you
saving
sacred
throw?
flaming the wall? Can I ask?
Can the wall make a dex save, please?
Well, see, I wanted to mention this earlier, but Alerce saw the fleshy bits, and she was thinking, man, I hope I can hurt that thing.
Okay.
I hope it's not just a wall of flesh, but in fact alive.
It got a dex of 8.
Nice.
How does it have a
Sir?
dex of 8? It's a wall. Or
It's
rather,
negative.
2 walls.
For all
How does
you
it have a
know,
dex of 8?
for all
It is
you
fucking
know,
stationary.
for all you know, it's a wall.
It's stationary.
10 radiant.
As
I
you
mean,
hit it
there's
with 10
Ghostly
radiant,
things afoot.
as you hit it with 10 radiant, immediately the ground begins to shake a little bit. The walls begin to undulate some more. And Wanda, this wall snaps shut on both sides, as you are now trapped inside of this flesh wall that is now trying to crush you to death like a Venus flytrap.
Oh God!
Can I
No! I got punched
Can I
out of his
shock
hymen,
the
damn it!
wall?
I was gonna say, Hanada had her weapon out in the opening.
Yeah, I had my weapon out for you to grab it, but I don't think she saw it. I think she's too far in.
Yep.
That's
No, I was just
fucking
saying, does
step
your
wall.
weapon like keep a little bit open for us to pry?
Your weapon is snapped in
Yeah,
shut with
it
it,
probably
tight.
does.
Oop.
Weapon snaps.
You should never have said anything.
Like you're
He
holding
ruins
on
your
to
life
it.
if you say anything.
You're holding on to it, right? It's in there. You can kind of wiggle it around, but like it's pretty tight.
Oh my.
Can I just please blow it away?
That's what she said.
Can you please what?
Blow it away.
How do you want to blow it away?
I literally want to cast the spell attached to my staff.
Use
So
the
you
Staff of Storm.
want to summon a storm?
Electrocute
Yeah,
the
I
wall.
mean, maybe it'll explode and help Wanda get out, or maybe it'll kill her. I don't know.
Oh, I have characters, I guess.
Okay. Sure.
You have backup characters. It's fine. It's
Why
fine.
don't you just
Hey,
roll
trust
it
me,
down,
I'm a
make
healer.
characters?
Hey,
Might as
trust
well.
me, I've not gotten us killed yet.
Plus,
Is
yeah,
trust
fair
me, I'm a
enough.
healer the D&D equivalent of it's fine, I'm a doctor?
Little
Lamo.
bit.
Okay. Well, so you decide to create a storm, with inside the wall. Normally be within 15 feet. However, the save it has to make is a 15. It got a save of 6. Roll me your 2d8 damage.
2d8 damage. Give me 1 second. I gotta figure out where that is on the mobile thing.
How?
Let's-
How, if I may be so bold, did it get anything above a 2? It's a stationary creature
To
fused
your
into
knowledge.
the architecture of a dungeon.
To your knowledge.
Yeah, you heard out of character. There were voices talking like a ghost, like they're going to join us.
they're
So it
pretty-
could be an
this-
illusion.
Honestly, Tides, you just gotta expect the unexpected at this point. Because this was not what I expected for the day. Flesh holes in the freaking walls of dungeons should mostly be made out of stone.
So what was your damage, Ananda?
Hold on, I'm looking for it. I don't remember how to get there
Okay,
from the mobile
Go to
page.
your actions. Scroll all the way down to summon storm. Roll your damage.
It's not there. It's just dark vision 60 feet.
No.
Action?
That
Your
would be like
actions.
features, wouldn't it?
You have to go to your
Okay.
actions. Scroll left.
Honey, I'm on a mobile phone. What
I
are you
s-
talking about? There is
swipe-
no scrolling left.
Swipe right on your mobile phone in your D&D Beyond character sheet.
Oh,
Oh! Swipe
Yeah.
You
left, like,
Nimrod.
boyfriend, let's go.
and what was it again? I'm sorry.
Okay, so
GD8.
just so we're all clear, your character sheet, you have all your stuff that's available right to you, and then you scroll right, and then there's all your skills, and then you scroll right again, and then there's your actions, and inventory, and such and so forth. But if you click the thing that has actions, you click those like that little square that's right next to the actions thing, right? You can see abilities, skills, actions, inventory, spells, speed, defense, so on and such forth, right? So you click on actions, scroll down, meaning you're, sliding your thumb down.
What's that?
There you go.
Did I win?
Okay. The wand. Okay, okay, that's gonna be interesting. So, the wall itself takes 13 damage. As again, the ground shakes and the walls begin to undulate now, as they begin to rapidly begin to tear off pieces of leather, as some of the flesh begins to seep between the cracks. And also it begins to bleed. As it begins to bleed profusely, Wanda, you take 26 damage.
I wasn't raging. This is really great.
I do.
Wow!
You take 26
pretty
damage
fucking
as
gnarly.
water and blood creates electricity.
Wow.
So now that
The
you're
iron,
nice,
the iron
Science
con,
video.
the iron content in blood alters the the saltiness of blood, alters the salinity of water, thus increasing its overall conductivity.
anywho,
That's
You took the double
interesting.
damage from it. Interesting, though, in that fact, I need you to roll me a strength save one to not be crushed to death.
Yay, I can do this. Well, I thought I could do this. 11.
Yeah, I could do this. Well, I
Your
thought I
shoulder
could do this.
dislocates and you take 6 damage.
I can't hear the grunts of pain. I rage, by the way. I rage. Oh, I can take half of these damages now. Next up, give me more work.
Okay, so now that you're pissed off, I need you to roll me a con save.
Cool. Do that. I thought I did. I got 14.
Okay. You have 14
Wait,
minutes
hold on,
before you suffocate.
Huh?
You have
14
14 minutes before you suffocate to death.
Is it possible to start me to push forward as I try, or push backward? Which way seems closer?
You're not sure. You're kind of stuck in a Venus flesh trap.
Okay, I want to just keep pushing forward and hope to God I make it out.
Okay.
Venus fly meat.
So how do you want to push forward?
Leverage. Kind of like going through a tight wall in a hallway. Just kind of.
Okay, that would be acrobatics.
Acrobatics? Oh, acrobatics.
Channel
Okay.
your inner Hinanda.
Fucking 10.
You don't move.
Oh, God.
So what do any of you... Does anyone on the outside want to do anything?
Now
Listen,
that it's
everything I do is just
injured-
terrible.
I'm scared to do anything.
I'm just gonna try to keep pushing forward until I fucking survive.
Yeah, I got a pretty good reaction of the flesh tearing before, so I think we're gonna toll the dead this time, and if possible, I'd like to use my Reaper feature to target a secondary piece of flesh wall next to it. So I
Reaper
get to
feature?
target
I
two of
don't
them at
hear-
the same time.
Reaper
Alexa,
feature
I
as in
don't
the
fear the
class,
Reaper.
or did I give you that feature?
Say what?
Reaper feature is in like the class, or did I give you that feature?
Oh, the feature from the Death Cleric,
Gotcha.
Death Domain Cleric
Yeah, yeah,
is that you can target two creatures if they're next to each other
Okay.
with the same
So,
cantrip.
roll Toll the
if it's
Dead.
necrotic. Yep. So 2 wisdom saves.
Okay.
Got wisdom.
Wisdom.
Or it's just a
11
flesh
and
wall?
2.
All right. So we get to roll 4 d12.
Hopefully this wall doesn't have a lot of, health.
Not the best rolls, but we got 19 total. And if it has resistance, I have the feature that resistance doesn't count against my stuff.
So,
Resist my resistance.
instantly the flesh begins to wither on this side as it kind of decomposes and you smell rotting flesh. Also, the wall begins to undulate beside you as you hear tearing flesh and sinew as now a blood golem has emerged.
Motherfucker,
Nice.
these again.
Roll me initiative.
I can do that.
How do I roll in here again?
The first button you see says initiative. Like when you have it on your phone, it just says initiative on top.
Oh, okay.
Like next, underneath.
Where's the initiative tracker? I want to put
Oh, there
the
it is. There it is. Now I found it. Ooh, I actually scored really well.
Swords icon.
tracker.
I roll mine right now since I'm in here.
Where's that count?
Just to breathe.
Swords icon
Eventually,
top
so
left.
maybe I got some good here.
Where's that count?
Oh, that's good. 21.
Oh wait, no, I clicked the wrong one. Tides. 13. I got
That's
a
21. That's pretty good, so I can breathe. My
You know
first
they
time.
don't say initiative in Britain. They say it's a tiv, isn't it?
Just some
Cricket,
bullshit.
cricket.
It's a tiv, innit?
It'd be set. Yeah. Yeah.
I think the British wouldn't laugh at that.
It's
Roll with
it's a
festive.
tiv, innit?
It's all soundboards. Okay. All right.
Alright, I got distracted. I need to
Wait, is
change my
this?
initiative on Owlbear. Agreed.
Stop.
Wait, I know there's a Metaton button here somewhere.
I'm gonna now turn off that. There
we
we
go.
go.
There's the Metaton button.
I've now officially mute that soundboard. I'm now better now.
I will come over there. I will come over there. I will fucking come over there. I will find a
live in
way
your
to
house.
reach the internet and
You can mute the soundboard. You don't have to hear it. You just gotta right click. Yeah, right click it and just
Okay.
find.
That's the only cute thing you're allowed to honk at me for. Oh god.
Every time Wanda hits something.
I turned it
Oh
off.
no.
I hate
Same.
the soundboard. I hate the soundboard.
I had no context.
This means war, motherfucker.
So Wanda goes first.
Yeah, I can just continue to try and breathe and get it out this fucking flesh pup.
If I were to build a character,
Okay,
specifically
Wanda,
designed
so
to be as charming
what
as
are you doing?
possible,
I'm going to basically push through. At this point, like gripping against the flesh is just pulling myself through at this point.
Rip and tear.
Been tear at this. Like I don't give a fuck about this flesh wall. I'm just gonna get right through. I got 13 minutes to breathe.
You didn't expend a whole minute just with one action. You got like a while.
Roll me another acrobatics check.
My acrobatics. Your athletics. It's closest.
Cause I said
Okay.
so.
Wow. 17.
Okay, you move about 5 feet closer this way.
Okay, great. We'll keep on going until I can't go home.
We're gonna break open this area and be like, oh no, Wanda's dead.
That's-
Already died.
That is your action. What do you want to do for your bonus action?
Fuck, what can I do for shit? Can I use my tail to, like, break through something? Like, can I slash at the flesh to, I don't know, give me some breathing air or some shit like that?
Sure.
Okay.
yes, some breathing air.
So
Not
you
like-
need some air to work for it.
Not like the other types of air.
The breathing air. There's certain
Like
oxygen you can't breathe into. I got 20. The tail
Like
hits.
drinking
You
air.
slash open a wound upon the flesh wall where you has slashed up maybe one of its like veins or whatever, as blood rapidly begins to fill the chamber, but also it makes it a little bit more lubricated for you.
Yeah, that's great. Just need a little more
You're-
lubricant.
That's what she said.
Blood begins to pour out the side that you're on, Hananda.
Can I start prying open the thingy with my staff?
Maybe on your turn,
Oh, okay.
Next.
which is
Can you
now
guys
your
hear me?
turn, so what do you want to do?
Toxic.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm
what's up?
sorry, what'd you say?
Is there a background whoosh?
Background whoosh?
I don't know about a whoosh, but if it's my heater making a high-pitched noise, I can mess with it.
Am I? Do I? Because my speaking indicator has been fully green for the past like 3 minutes, and I don't know why.
Why we can't hear you. We can't hear anything besides your own voice, sir.
I can't hear anything on your end. Like,
Oh, okay. Then I guess
I wouldn't worry too hard about it, to be honest.
Yeah, sometimes Discord just be funky. So you were gonna do something, Ananda?
Oh yes, I was gonna try to use the staff to physically pry open the thingy.
Cool, cool. My only worry is you might get a staph infection.
Ew.
God, why is everything lagging so hard right now?
Is that what you're gonna say when you roll a... Damn it, lag. Can't carry this fucking team.
Can't carry my fucking team any harder. So, to pry it open a little bit more, why don't you roll me a sleight of hand?
Sure. Skills.
Now, do you have a crowbar in your inventory as a rogue?
I got an 11.
You don't really do much.
Useless as usual.
Yeah, crowbars do help. They give you, like, advantage on stuff like that. Well, got a bonus action.
In accordance with
Do I
the
have a
initial
bonus
counter,
action?
I am last.
Checks are free. Except for Wanda. Who's in a precarious
Not free.
situation.
I wanna go home.
Don't we all? So,
I miss my mama.
well, you'll see her real soon.
She's not dead.
Yet,
I'd
that
like
you
to make
know
an
of.
animal handling check since those are free.
Hinanda, well, on your turn you can make a check, but Hinanda, you want to do anything else?
No, I don't know what to do at this point.
You don't want to attack it or stab it or...
Well, I mean, not really.
Do you want to attack the blood golem that's eyeing you up?
Sure. I'll use a normal staff attack for that one.
He's nowhere near you,
Not the
but
storm.
you would have to move to him.
Away from the flesh thing.
Okay, do you want to actually roll up and try to whack him with the staff, or do you want to try to, use
No,
a
hit him
bow
with the little bolt, not the storm, the little bolt.
that requires a sneak attack?
Oh, that's right. That's a sneaky sneak. No, in that case, I'll just try and hit him with a bow.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me go look for that.
Did you want to stealth first?
Do I want to stealth? No, he can see me, can't he?
I don't know. Why don't you
Hey, right
stealth
behind
and find
Al,
out?
we can just like somehow hunker down a little behind Al. For the
I mean,
first
You're
there's
time.
also
currently
a
between
wall,
Al and
she's
Tithe.
got 30 movement. Yeah, don't worry, I'm about to post a screenshot.
Hinanda.
Well,
This
I
is the
can do
current
this.
scene.
So I think I could screen share my thing. I've seen probably a few of my stuff.
Oh, he's behind a wall.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, that makes more
Actually, you
sense.
can look through. Yeah, you can look through this. You can use what I can use screen share here.
Yeah, that makes more
Whoa,
sense. So he's
Quinn,
behind a
close
wall.
your
Yeah,
tabs. No, I'm
I'll
kidding.
stealth first and then see if I can slither up to that other end of the rock that he's on. A pass.
case, you move over. What was your stealth?
17.
You are stealth. What would you like to do now?
I'll wait to see which way the golem goes first, and I'll flank him when he picks a direction, and I'll go the opposite way so I can get him from behind.
You can hold an action, but you can't hold movement.
Oh,
Well, you can do one or the other, not both.
something fizzled.
So currently, there's a rock between you and him.
Yeah, I see that.
A rock in a hard place.
I don't know why you wouldn't just have stayed where you were before and shot at him, but do you want to try to go around and stab him in the butt?
Sure.
Okay. Roll to hit with your
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
knives.
I got a better
Let
idea.
me- Over
That's
here?
such a better idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna just take the staff, right?
Yeah.
Take the staff and shove it up his butt.
I got you.
Okay.
He has a butt?
He has a butt somewhere in there. All I know is that I'm gonna stab him with the staff.
This
So,
point,
what are you doing here? Are you doing, like, are you attacking with the Staff of Storms?
No, Darlin, I literally, if he is a conductive thing, then that means that rod can basically be shoved up this guy's ass, and I can make it explode because the storm is too big for the thing.
So are you trying to summon a storm, or are you trying to whack it with him? Because that's what I'm asking.
Never mind. This was a bad idea.
No, like,
DM's confused. I can't use it.
No, it's...
no.
You're saying you want to shove it
No,
up
don't
his
worry.
ass, so I'm asking, is this, like, an attack action, like I'm hitting him with the staff? Or is this I'm shoving it up his ass to summon a storm? I'm confirming what you're wanting to do. Because the staff can
Shove
do...
it up his ass to summon a storm, but I'm assuming it's one action at a time.
No, you can do that. I'm just asking,
Oh.
I'm just clarifying what you're wanting to do.
Yeah, I want to shove it up his ass so I can blow him up with a storm.
Okay, so... He needs to roll a dex save and clench his cheeks.
He's like, oh!
He's
got a
clenching him,
13.
buddy.
You manage to ramrod the staff up his ass. Roll me your 2d8 damage.
2d8 damage.
Oof.
There's only been one other
Let me
time I've had someone anally fuck one of my enemies to death.
An 11.
So, you 22 blow this thing up from the outside in. Kaboom! It smells like raw steak and hamburger in here as you are splattered with flesh and blood.
You know what? I don't give a fuck.
I suddenly remember the time.
You just hear and then it dies.
Slow-mo.
It died of the weird fear.
Okay,
Next
I
person.
regret nothing.
it is now Cathel's turn. It's going to come over here and start stabbing.
Excuse me.
Okay. Okay. So that's a total of 31 damage. But he hits 3 times with the lance.
Awesome.
After that, it is now Alirce's turn.
Yeah, I think we're going to repeat our last turn and toll the dead on these walls pieces. So, 2 wisdom saves, please.
$14 and 19.
Alright, the 14 fails, the 19 succeeds, so I roll 2d12.
Okay. Upon doing your damage, the wall begins to decompose further as you are
14.
slowly making progress into the fleshy hallway, and 2 more hallways open. as the flesh undulates and 2 more fleshy hallways open up as the skin tears away, and you hear a loud, ear-piercing shriek echo through the halls. Upon doing so, Wanda, you
That's
are
what we've been
vomited
looking for.
out, covered with blood on this end, as this wall collapses completely. No, it's not duplicated. Collapses.
I'm alive! I don't even pull out another character with another barbarian character, but like a tiefling version.
Wanda, you hear a large roar.
What?
How pleasant. Is there still flesh to attack, or did it all retreat?
It all retreated into the wall as it then sucked closed.
Alrighty.
That's
I think
what she said?
I think
I think you
we'll
started sharing your screen.
hop
I'm
over
stuck
here
right
on
now.
the stairs.
Where
and keep a
are
lookout.
you going?
Well, as I
May
was
I come-
saying, I moved over
may I
here,
follow?
and I'm keeping an eye on the hallway here.
I'm gonna keep an eye
Wanda.
on this hole as well.
This is what you see. Down that hole, by the way.
Because Ananda, I keep forgetting because of the typo,
No!
can see that
I'm-
hallway, so
I'm
we
gonna
can
be
watch this other
AFK
one.
for I'm gonna be AFK for really briefly.
You see a blood terror
Alrighty.
dragon.
What the fuck? Al, can you start sharing your screen? Because I want to be a little bit more hyper-focused on the dragon for that will be able to...
Me share my screen, but what about all my secret tabs?
You need to at least share your owlbear screen. It's possible to choose tabs.
Let's see.
Not with everyone.
With
fortunately.
that said, 2 more fleshy hallways have opened. One in front of Hernanda. Squid just DC'd.
Oh.
It's the last one ever thought I would do that.
So, Hernanda, what do you want to do? Do you wish to go inside the flesh wall?
Fine, I'll go inside the flesh wall.
Why the long one?
I'm a dumbass.
You do that?
I accidentally opened up settings, and I was like, oh, I'll just click the X and close out of this, and I closed out of Discord.
It's not that hard. Just share screen. You push that button. Next
Yeah, I
little
was
game
looking for
console.
that where... Oh, there it
Right
is.
next-
Shared
console.
screen is further down than what I was expecting.
You're like right there. You open.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've never had to do this before.
Oh my goodness! And then you push owlbear blink. It should be this that one. And just share your whole desktop by accident. So I check that. You shared your whole desktop.
A little bit.
You're just supposed to share the owlbear screen. Whatever.
Well, I clicked the one that said Owlbear.
Sure. Anyways.
Anywho,
Anyways, yeah, we're-
so, Hernanda, you want to go through the flesh wall?
Yeah.
Longest one too.
Okay, roll me wisdom save.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Oh, right.
It's right there.
Nope, I chose the wrong thing, sorry. Skill, wisdom. Save, wisdom, save. No, come on, wisdom. Ooh, I got
Starts with a
17.
W.
That's better. How the fucking work?
What'd you get?
17.
You managed to walk down the hallway unscathed and with no issues.
Hmm.
God.
As you walk down the hallway completely with no issues, you come
I'm
out
back.
on the other side of the fleshy hallway to see
I'm back. I'm
Wanda.
gonna be away from my keyboard for a bit, though.
Okay, you are with on the other side where you see Wanda to your left of you, covered in blood, and to your right of you, you see the horrible dragon that I posted in OOC, which is a blood terror dragon.
This is some bullshit.
I want to tame it.
No.
Pokemon taming, go.
God damn it. We are not
Pokemon,
taming,
damn you.
we are not taming another bullshit monster.
Nah, it's cute. I want one.
It looks majestic, but same time, no.
If you want to
Ain't
tame
gonna
another,
want to be tamed.
if you want to
Then
tame an undulating mass of flesh, be my guest. But
It's
we
not
are
a massive
not
flesh.
taming.
It's a pretty dragon. A pretty dragon with his freaking ribs open and
Look
blood
at the
spilling out of it and
OOC.
speaks.
I don't care if
Pretty
it's a great
majestic looking.
dragon. We are not taming this.
You're not there to
Well,
discuss
no,
it.
it's
A love-hate relationship with them.
You're in a
I'll
love-hate
be
relationship
with
with
myself.
every magical creature you come across, because it either winds up dead or without parents.
Listen. I take pride in my work. Therefore, guess what? I'm taming.
How would you tame an adult dragon? Who, by the way, it's the way to control these goddamn flesh walls.
I will figure it out. You
I
all
don't-
know I will find a way.
I don't want to be associated with a creature that can control dungeon buttholes.
Do you mean sphincters?
I've seen a lot of.
So, Tides and Elise, Al, you see the other flesh open up as Cathal just walks through it unscathed.
That makes sense for him, though.
Ethel, you are so unaffected by life. I want to be like you.
Oh, well, I was waiting for initiative order. Yeah.
We're out of initiative for the moment.
Oh, cool,
Gotcha.
cool.
Al, roll me that
We're
wisdom
at it.
save. Tides, roll me a wisdom save.
Gotcha. Do. Nice.
12.
That's an 11.
Ooh.
So I think overall pretty good.
So first up, Al, you now need to make me an intelligence save, and so do you, Tides.
I can believe you. I believe in you guys. You have intelligence. What
Already
Come
the
to
made
think of
fuck?
it, does this count as magic?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, then my wisdom save was at advantage.
Save wise, my intelligence
20.
save was a 23.
Okay, so Al,
Wow.
you walk through. You don't fucking know what the issue is. It's just a fucking gooey hallway. What the fuck, man? Whatever. Tides, you fail as you begin to hear the whispers and all of
How do I
the.
fail with a 20? How do I fail with a 23?
No. With
You
your
need
wisdom
to
save.
listen first and then complain later. Your wisdom fail lets you hear the voices in the walls that are whispering to you and telling you that you are slowly going to walk over to them. Come to us. Let us join you. Join us. We now have a body. Join us. We can be together. And then you pass your intelligence save, realizing that's a horrible fucking idea.
Your
What would
mic
you?
was flickering on my end because I only have 3
Oh,
bars.
basically, they
I
try
heard
to lure
everything.
you in with
I heard
temptation, but
everything.
you're like, what the fuck?
I heard everything.
Oh.
I'm just saying I was saying earlier when he said listen first, complain later. I was trying
Oh.
to explain that I heard bits of that.
and then I heard the proper thing, and then I'm like, oh, okay, that's why
Yeah,
I
it makes
did.
more sense
That's
now.
why I both did and didn't fail with the 23.
So, your wisdom failed, but your intelligence succeeded, so you think it's a dumb idea to listen to the voices. What would you like to do?
Not that.
Do you want to keep walking through the hallway?
Yeah, I'm gonna continually just. Yep. Yeah, thank you. I'd like to continue walking through the hallway.
Okay, you walk through the hallway to the other side. Your feet are covered with a little bit of blood. As you come to the hallway, you all get to look down and see this giant fucking dragon at the end of the hall. In a
It's a
large
wonderful day.
room.
Hey Tide, Tides, come over here and look at this, like real close.
Okay. Oh, I'm trying to get out of your range because I don't want to die.
Oh, no, you know what? Don't worry about
I don't have
this.
the spirit
Guys, I'll
range
be right
anymore.
back. I'm gonna go check my
Cactus just
laundry.
didn't remove the radius.
Okay.
Well, then why is the AoE thing still there?
I just said Cactus just forgot to remove the radius.
Okay. Where's the dragon?
Right here.
Oh, there it is. Arr.
Don't touch my token.
And pull her back from the dragon a little bit, just kind of be, protective. And you stop getting further.
And I
so,
do the opposite of gently pushing Biscuits forward, so Cathal can do his thing of blocking attacks with his face.
don't insult my man's like that. Don't insult him like that. He's amazing.
So,
Oh,
what do any of you want to do?
Oh God.
You can
I
either
come
go.
here in peace.
You can either go left,
Oh,
which goes deeper into the
my-
dungeon, or right, which goes into the room with the dragon.
Oh, so we can just avoid this, right?
Oh.
Yeah. We can avoid
oh
this.
gods. Oh gods. If I have any more intently of a panic attack, I'm genuinely gonna ink myself.
Ew. Let's just go down the other side of the hallway. Go this way. If we just walk away, we'll be fine.
How
As I
about we
pick
how
up-
about we take a shortcut through the other wall butthole?
No, that's gonna lead to the other side, going back to where we were. So let's yeah, that will lead us right back to where we were before. Which would be useless. So might as well just go this way. We go this way. I pick up Hananda,
Okay.
like have her wrap around me, and we just continue going.
Well-
Turn around.
Hananda, do you wish to go that way, or did you want to try to tame the dragon?
Oh, she was
Hananda's gonna get her
getting
laundry. I'm used this time while I can.
I'm going to lock her token so she can decide for herself.
Damn it! No! No!
True player agency.
I'm trying to get her, but we're wrangling. She's wrangling with me. Amanda, we can't do this.
Why can't you move? 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 That was the thing I used to do with my players, like just sudden paralysis and the words "Why can't you move" playing over and over, like repeating in their mind.
So, Tides, what do you want to do?
I'd like to turn around and fuck off from the big spooky bone dragon.
Okay. You can go down the hall.
Please just choose to leave so we don't die. I'm moving along the corners.
Hilaire, say, what would you like to do?
I'll follow the group. Either way. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Okay. So you all decide to go down the
Even if
left
we have
side.
to go our separate ways.
Cathal calls
Do you know
out to
anything
you,
about-
Wanda. Dear madam, are you coming?
If you know anything about rock music, you'll get the joke.
Dear
I
madam,
would. If I leave Hananda here, she will do something stupid. So it's my job, at the moment, against my will, I have to make sure she doesn't do something stupid. I don't know how long it takes me to get laundry, but just kind of, you guys go ahead.
Ma'am, may I ask why it is your job?
Because she will do something stupid and get herself killed.
Very
I can't
well,
have death on my hands.
for it is my job to guard you.
Thank you, Cathal. You don't really have to. I'll catch up with you.
And it's my job to bring you up when he inevitably fails.
You have my sword. You have my axe.
Why the shuck aren't we leaving?
You can go ahead. We'll catch up. Don't you worry.
You gotta be trolling me. Really? Why can't we leave?
You can go.
We need to leave.
You and Al can go ahead. Cathal stays there because he's a blood pack, so he has no choice. And Hernanda is a problem, so I have to make sure she doesn't cause more problems for herself mostly.
Well, opportunity rewards those who wait. We could just rest here shortly
Rest
to
here in front of the dragon.
get a bit
stare
of
at
our
the
energy back.
If you wish to do that, you all need to roll me a survival check.
Why not?
Guidance?
13.
Okay.
It took away my button to roll a d4. That's weird. Alright, Noise.
Voice.
Noise. That's a 24.
Turn tides. No survival. He's sitting here for a bit while we stare at a dragon who's staring at us like a piece of meat with the flesh walls.
Are there any rats for me to talk to?
Tides, do you want to roll a survival check?
Okay.
Yeah, Bell's
Sorry
dragon
about that. The washing machine decided to have a spaz attack.
I've got a
Oh, wow.
21.
Okay.
Hey, can you choose to leave so we can leave?
So, you were all able to take a short rest. You all wish to take a short rest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick short rest.
Okay, for
As
an
a
hour
dragon
you
would
take a
rest.
short rest.
We'll roll some dice real short rest. Might be like
He's just like kind of like hum singing, like tune to himself as you're just lounging.
So, while your 1 hour passes, you are here now. You do not find any rats to talk to. Hernanda, what would you like to do?
Give me a second to think about that.
There is a blood terror dragon that is currently floating in the next room. He does see you all, and he notices you, and he just kind of looks at you all.
I bow.
what's the vibes given?
I don't know. Why don't you roll me a vibe check?
I want to vibe check the hell out of every fucking thing I see these days. I can't vibe check nothing. I got fucking that one.
What did you try to?
Off.
What did you try to vibe check with?
With insight.
So your nat 1 tells you pretty good vibes, man. I like it here. Pretty chill.
Those are good vibes. Weirdly enough, I'm getting strangely positive vibes from this guy, but his looks are not giving me. He looks like he keeps going to kill us.
It's like looking at a rundown Chipotle. The food's amazing, but it looks like it's a drug den.
Yeah. Like something
I was
ain't
gonna
right
say
about
it's
it,
like, oh, he's not as bad as he looks. He's been letting us rest
He's a
here.
good kid.
You know,
Hey, tactics,
we should go
yeah.
introduce ourselves.
Okay, well, so roll a fucking insight.
And I imagine, while you're having these awful thoughts, Alerce's just like promoting them. hoping to see some
So, Hananda, you bow.
Florida
What do you want
man
to do
shit.
next?
I approach cautiously.
While you were gone, Tides referenced if he has any more of a panic attack, he's genuinely going to ink himself.
Okay, Debo.
I'm going to make you ink.
Oh my.
I'm waiting to get the opportunity to do. Aw, you guys made me ink.
I'm totally gonna make you ink.
Things in the party are getting a little saucy.
Man, don't do this.
What is
So
wrong
why?
with all of you? But
Amanda, please do this.
Okay.
Oh, this is complete and utter bullshit, and you know it. Oh, I hate the fact that I have to do this.
I was gonna say, so you do know what goals are.
as you approach the area that he's in, you see there is a magical aura that is a large wall in front of you.
Cool.
Oh, out of character, I just realized. I could have said, this is some bull shark, and it would have worked just fine.
Yes. That's what I thought you said anyway. That's why I giggled.
Adding to that to the
Oh, he
pun
said goal
counter.
shit, like seagull.
Oh.
Another added to the pun counter.
So we got the little
Can't even-
Dark Souls wall of fog to step
Fog,
through.
the boss fight fog wall. I hope that.
Yeah, I think you should
someone,
definitely walk in there alone, Hananda.
I hope someone at home watching this makes a Tides' player coughing compilation.
Can I poke the wall?
Sure.
You poke the wall.
It feels like cold fog.
Oh no, it's the fucking. It's the Elden Ring walkthrough thing.
I've never played Elden Ring, so I have no idea what you're referencing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
sorry,
the Dark Souls of not Dark Souls games.
They're referring to it as a boss door.
Yeah, you know,
That is
it's
the go-to
like
as
Mega Man
games.
X0 when you...
You don't cop with that.
Don't lead
Cop
with
can't
that.
really good.
So, do you wish to walk through the door?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, you walk
Are you
through the
sure?
door. Upon doing so, as you walk through the door, the fog begins to thicken as you step through it. The wings spread open wide, dripped with blood, as the halo around its head glows a dark aura, its eyes opening from the bone sockets that they lay in, electricity running down its nervous system of its back, each synapse collecting and cogitating as it begins to arc between each of its spiny bones, the rib cage opening as the blood begins to fumigate from its insides, dripping onto the ground to then swirl back up to its wings in a constant, ever keep in flow of arcana and blood magic. It sits on the ground with all fours and wings stretched high as it looks down at you with all six of its eyes.
I'm starstruck and I just can't help but give compliments.
Oh god.
It doesn't say anything to you.
That's fine.
What do you say to it?
My. Beautiful.
Are you trying to flirt with the dragon, you
No.
goddamn whore?
No, not like that. In the structure of power. It's restrained.
You whore.
You see its tail, its bony tail, made of each individual, like almost like plate mail, down made of bone and cartilage. It swishes across the ground, ripping up the ground as it goes, flinging stone to the wall like shotgun blasts as it goes swoosh. Then back around to the other side, swoosh.
See what
Oh
I
my God.
mean? Sometimes flattery gets you
It like-
everywhere.
Wanda, I think you're mistaken. I think she's flirting with death, and she needs to back off because he's mine.
Legit patron to it. Oh God, I'm scared shitless go in there because I have very passive aggressive relationship with dragons. I feel like when I go in there, go look like
Do you wish to do
You are a
anything else,
bitch.
Ananda?
I mean, what's one more body
okay.
on the pile?
Can I get a little more information?
Depends what you roll.
Doopy doopy doo. Let me take a look, see at my stuff.
No, I don't think you can roll for Perry the Platypus.
Can I?
Perry.
Let me.
Perry the
Yes, I do.
platypus.
But give me a second because I need to piece out my words.
Tides, what do you think about staring? As this thing looks down at Hananda, it makes one eye and it looks at you.
They suddenly hear the sound of just a link backwards behind Cathal.
okay.
He made some hair dye.
He's gone full scaredy squid mode.
Nanda is just gonna.
Oh my god, my internet is fucking terrible. Like, I kind of fucking hate Alaska.
Okay, I have your character
internet.
sheet pulled up. What do you want to do?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I have my character sheet. It's
What do you want to
It's-
roll?
the other thing I'm waiting on. It's literally the rest of the internet.
I'm asking what do you want to
Oh.
roll because I have your sheet pulled up.
Charisma.
As in, you said you want to learn more about
No,
him.
you have to give me a minute. Don't poke at me. I know what I want to do. Give me a minute.
Okay.
I want to be charming, but I don't kind of
Just
charm
trying to
I live
help.
here.
You have to you have to understand. I know exactly what I want to say, but if my thesaurus would just fucking load, brother.
Oh, you wanna use a nice big words.
No, I'm trying to use specific words.
Want to use very fancy words to charm
No,
the.
just very specific words.
Oh God.
I like big nomenclature and I cannot lie.
Even is.
What are you trying to draw the dickens off this dragon so you can bring it home with you? You can't bring it home with you.
I prefer that vocabulary, and I am unable to deny.
Thank you. Give me a second. I gotta sit here and get my thesaurus to please load.
You thesaurus.
Thesaurus. Hey, new chapter.
Thesaurus. Actually have a mediocre thesaurus. Not only is it terrible, it's terrible.
Okay, I think I have something. It's not gonna be the greatest thing in the world, but I got something.
Okay.
This is just a
Okay.
tribute.
As the dragon looks down at me with its eye, I look back up at it. And my first question is, and how long has it been since you got to flaunt yourself in front of guests?
It does
We have
not
to wait for that.
answer you.
But does its tail wag?
But does its tail wag?
The tail does not wag. Instead, you see its chest kind of fill up a bit and get broader as its shoulders get a bit more broad as well, with its wings expanding to the very tips that it can spread them.
It's cute.
Starts casting comprehend languages as a ritual in the background.
What else would you like to say?
I ask it if it can give me an idea of how long it's been here.
So what happens is all of its eyes roll over with blood as it opens up its jaw, where some blood begins to pool from its mouth, and you hear words being spoken in a tongue that makes your mind twist a little bit. Roll me a Constitution save, Hernanda.
Constitution.
Very high, by the way.
I got a 6.
Your mind twists as it tells you something, and upon it telling you that thing, your mind twisting and then wearing out, your tiredness, when you ask it how long it's been, you grow weak and fragile and fatigued from just the number it tried to give you.
So something I couldn't comprehend.
Yes.
So, like, too long, brother. Like, it has no knowledge of the outside world.
Well, maybe not that, but it's been a very long time.
Oh, okay. So just enough for it to feel faded and weak and pretty fucking depressed, brother.
No, not that either. You asked how long has it been. It gave you a number. The number was so far gone from your native tongue and language that it fatigued your brain to try to process that language and number.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean, yes. I see.
Does she fall unconscious right now?
No, you just stumble a little bit, kind of like you feel a little weaker.
As I falter, I just try to, like, compose myself enough, you know, work through what I'm feeling, try to comprehend, like, the highest number I can conceive out of the information given.
To what you can comprehend of it, few millennia.
A few millennia, so that's about 3,000 or more years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's 3,000 years from his perspective, which doesn't compute with your brain, because your brain says few millennia, but millennia has a very ancient tongue to it that when you hear it in your brain, it's not millennia, it's millennia, and then you feel fatigued, meaning that the yearage to you, it's like millennia for a dragon. Roll me a history check.
Oh, history check, okay. Skills. Yeah, sorry, I'm scrolling, hold on, history. Ugh, Jesus, don't look at me.
What'd you get?
I wouldn't know history at this point. That actually lines up with who Nanda is. Like, she wouldn't know history because she doesn't remember her own. So I bet you she can kind of relate.
You try to remember history, you don't remember anything that would pertain to it, just that it's a long fucking time, but long enough that he can't really give you an exact date.
No, that's fair. And I can pretty hard relate to that. So, like, I can kind of feel, I can kind of relate to, like, a timeless, not necessarily timeless, but to me, like, I explain the concept of, like, it's just too long. Like, that's timeless to me. Like, I'm small. That seems like not a life, my friend. How about we leave together and, go be happy?
As you say those words, its eyes turn from blood and look at you again, as it smacks its tail straight up and then down as it thwomps against the ground as it cracks a little bit.
Was that a hard yes, let's go? Or was that a hard you can't leave here?
To interpret the thump, why don't you roll me an animal handling?
Yes, I can. Ooh, I got a 16.
That was an angry no.
You don't want to leave here.
Angie thump.
No. The angry rabbit.
Have you tried feeding
Angie.
it first? I have a sandwich I brought. Oh, I ate it during the break.
Let's see. I ask him, like, just, pretty neutral, like, oh, like, why don't you want to leave?
You see it lift its head for a moment, looking up towards the ceiling, to where you see stained glass covering covering the ceiling with murals of paintings. The general story that you see laid out is there is a group of knights carrying a sword. After carrying this sword, hold on a minute, I gotta look at my notes real quick.
Yep.
Make sure I'm telling the right story.
Yeah, I gotta make sure your notes are sorted.
God damn it. So, you look up to see the mural as the first stained glass picture shows a knight carrying, in full plate armor, a sword. With him on the sword, there is a picture of several other knights that are in the background carrying similar swords, but they're not carrying them in terms of to their sides. They are holding them by the hilt, with both hands, with the handle up and the sword down, almost carrying them in an honorific way. It then shows on a mural. Like, they're holding the hilt of the sword in both hands. The handle's pointed up towards the sky, and the sword's pointed down, like they're holding it in ceremony.
No, I understand. I'm asking for the type of sword, or does the type of sword matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So they're just long. They almost look like long swords, but they're kind of thick. They have weird mutations to them, like weird, not mutation,
Yeah.
like it's just a sword.
They're mosaic. They're
Yeah.
not exactly clear.
Yeah. It's a sword.
It's enough to give you an idea of a melee weapon.
Yes. And so then you see the mosaic, and you also see like this art showing of a mural that's showing a travel as the ceremony of knights then walks over to a church. This church opens its gates, and upon opening its gates, you see around, there is no pews, there is no nothing. All that is inside are multiple caskets. Each casket has these stone pieces next to them. With the far end, there stands what appears to be a priest, obviously of the female gender. And this woman, she stands there as almost like a priest or a nun of sorts, raised, hands held high, and clearly has on what is either face paint or literally is a skeleton.
Okay.
Upon doing so, it is then shown that through ceremony the swords are then placed into the pedestals, and then the coffins are sealed up. Some holy reverence is then brought upon, as then the hands of this skeleton raises up, and you can see there's like fire being shown around them as some sort of magic is happening that is burning the caskets shut. As it goes around to the next stained glass piece, you then see the next stained glass piece is of what appears to be an egg. This egg is on a pillow in which the woman is holding, and she's holding it intimately, as then that egg then births into a dragon. And from there you see that the dragon now sits on a coffin where one hand is showing of this skeletal priest that she is almost sealing herself into the coffin, with then
Oh.
fire of the dragon burning it shut. You then come to the next stained glass piece, which after that shows that it shows multiple suns and moons in the sky with a kingdom below it. This kingdom below it has people, and it shows on the left side that they look to be small, and then on the right side begin to grow bigger, and then shrink back down to small, almost like a life cycle. And there's like hundreds of them. They're painted opposite to each other, so it's like sun, moon, sun, moon, sun, moon, sun, moon, and then under the sun is a moon, under the moon is a sun, and such forth, and a pattern going down 6 rows, as if symbolizing multiple days, months, or years, right? From there, the next mural depicts that, you know, all this time has passed, and that the dragon... Huh?
I was about to say, it's more like at that point it becomes a calendar. Oh, you just got to figure out whether it's, like you said, 6 seconds, 6 months, hours, years.
Yeah. And so from there it turns to, you see a dragon that is on top of a church. You then see the next mural having builders come as they grow this church. It grows from a small sanctuary to a large cathedral to a large castle to an even bigger cathedral. You then see storming skies as a tower crumbles, a dragon falls, and you then see a pile of rubble, where then walls are erected. More walls are erected, another cathedral is built, almost as if instead of trying to rebuild what was there, they're building on top of what was there.
Mm-hmm. And allowing
You-
it to decompose and...
You now see that
Yeah.
the last final stained glass piece is there is a bottom where a dragon lays on top of a tomb. Looks exactly like the tomb of the priest. Above it is a construction of a crippled, kind of cracked walls and then a cracked church. Above that is then normal flat ground. Above that is then people of various points. Above that is then another church. And above that church holds a bell with a skull in it. After looking at all the
Left
murals in
totally
stained glass, he looks down at you.
Let's free the big thing.
What'd you say?
I said either let's free the big thing, or like free it, we let it go, or we tame it. I say we tame it. I say we convince it to join us.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Well, first you, I think, need to figure out why the skeletal cleric was sealed away.
Yeah,
And possibly
that's the first
let
step.
her go first, and if she leaves, then it's like, well, I don't need to guard her anymore.
Can you text me some of your notes so that way I can you know,
What do you mean?
No.
remember all that?
Oh,
Never-
the murals.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because I was listening. Just because of that.
I can give you a
Not
basic
brain
timeline.
overload. Just yeah, I just need like you'll
So yeah, we're gonna have to find the tomb and check what's going on here.
Well, I assume we take one of the stairs down below.
Yeah.
Because it showed him on top of the tomb that had her.
Let's casually walk towards that and maybe be fine, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, is that a good idea? Is he just could be another lich. I'm sorry. Could be one of those type of things.
What do you mean? Like, half the liches we meet are good guys. Good, decent folk.
The splashes around freaking every corner and gave us trauma again. Amanda managed to spare herself because she was wrapped around me.
Doopy doopy doo.
Buddy.
I
I'm
would,
just
yeah, I would
typing this
definitely like
out.
to go looking for the priest.
Well, 1 minute as I type this out before you do anything else.
Okay.
My dad walked in, handed me a bottle of Baja Blast, and then just left.
Dead of the year.
Is it? Here you go, son. Bye. He's like, well, okay.
It's like, wait,
Okay.
wait, Dad, no, Father, please.
It's Baja Blast time.
Baja Blast!
It's so fucking weird.
What the hell?
Photoshopped a Baja Blast
What?
into his hand. No, Dad, no.
No, Dad, no. You came back with the milk, but no, not Baja Blunk.
Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
there is
It's worse
the
than milk.
there's the 11 murals and stained glass in order, in terms of like the story shown on the ceiling.
Raiden,
What would you like to do
go
now?
on the-
I want to go looking for knowledge on the ceremony of swords.
What direction should I be?
I don't know.
Ask your friend. Like, you got a personal library here?
Oh, I can do that. I look back at Dragon Boy. Well, he's not boy, but you know what I mean.
Man.
And I ask him if he could point me in the direction of knowledge of the first mural, like the ceremony specifically. However you want to word that. I'm really
His
bad at.
tail wags one more time, flinging rocks like shotgun blasts into the walls, where the blood begins to slither on the ground.
I'd like to follow it.
She's like, I too like to slither.
I do like to slither.
You're a slippery little sneaky snake.
Snake is snack.
Can we see beyond? Can we see beyond the fog wall? Or...
Yeah, because you saw the dragon look at you.
Yeah. Wanda walks through the wall, careful foot, not trying to trigger the dragon. Mostly to follow Hananda.
Walking through the fog wall, but staying near the edge of the fog wall to not trigger the boss fight cutscene.
Yeah, and then she just kind of nods at the dragon and follows Nanda, expecting Cathal to follow her because Cathal falls everywhere she goes.
I presume enough time has passed for the comprehend languages.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, does that help?
No, because he didn't speak.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to ask. So, before we go, can we get you anything, like refill your water bowl, or...
Oh, that's so rude. Show some respect.
That is a creature with cognitive thought and speech. It's not just some house pet.
And this is
Yeah,
Al.
Yeah, but
No.
when was the last time his water bowl was refilled? Didn't think of
Oh,
that,
that
did
is
you?
very. I really didn't, but that's fair.
One of his eyes
It doesn't
glow
need one. It can
as
breathe just
blood
fine. It's from the surface.
begins to slither towards Tides.
What
I
the
won't
fuck?
defend that.
Blood
He has
begins
chosen
to
you.
surround you,
Goodbye.
Tides.
I'm gonna die here.
What do you choose to do, Tides? As you sidestep once again, blood pools around you.
What did you do?
I
I
think they
didn't do
want you
any-
to refill their water with that trick you used
Yeah, I'm
before.
alright. Yeah,
Would
well,
you-
I'm alright with doing that.
I turned to the dragon. You feeling a little parched there, bud?
The blood
Where's the
begins to
blood?
slick around your shoes and slowly climb up your legs.
Is there a
I'm
water
going
bowl
to
around
totally
there?
let him do it.
I cast create water in its general direction.
As you splash its wing with water,
I
The
douse
blood.
it in water.
you
a
splash
second.
its wing in water, and some of the blood begins to coagulate a little bit, as now blood begins to crawl up your leg faster.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Tides. I guess you're going further. Let's go, Cathal. Amanda.
I yell, to the dragon, I yell, I want to live as loud as I
I
can.
want to live. I want to live. We all
The
wanna
blood
do.
gets faster as it climbs up your leg to your waist.
Mercule.
I think it wants more water.
More water, more water. Just keep getting water.
Is create water a cantrip?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna spam create water until it's satisfied.
As you create
Yeah.
more water, you see its wing get bigger as more blood is then produced and then sent down the stream in large blotches. Almost kind of like a cartoonish water balloon of like a tube that like fills up with like a little hump.
It's like a tap outside that you screwed on a bunch of balloons.
And so the hump goes over as then it races as it implodes, slapping the water now up to your chest with the blood.
I yell mercy as loud as I can.
I think he
Keep
likes
giving
you.
water. It might work out. Just keep giving water. Hold your breath.
I would like to bow to my big beautiful friend and go, my dear, I know you're very hungry, but please don't kill him.
I don't think Julie is hungry.
I'm poisonous.
Upon doing so, the blood
I'm a blue ring, I'm
completely
poisonous.
surrounds your body as you are encased in the blood once again, just like you were before inside the vat. And then
Romantic.
you see something weird happen as the blobs desaturates and slinks from you to slink over to another area where it shrinks in
Oh, like
size.
Roswell's red clay from the 11th hour.
And then a blood golem looking exactly like you takes its place.
Blood clone. Oh, damn it. Blood clone.
That's nice.
Blood
See,
ties.
nothing's wrong. You knew something wasn't wrong. He didn't. If he wanted to kill you, he probably would have done the moment you walked past.
Please, can we just leave?
No.
We're going. We're
Shucking cod damn it, let us leave!
The blood tide
Okay,
says,
fine.
"Shucking goddammit, can we leave?"
Oh God, let's go.
Now I just laugh and go, okay, now we can leave.
What is the matter,
Okay.
brother?
Ooh.
Okay, it's
Is
learning my
thou not
anachronisms.
pleased?
I think we should go.
Yep, let's leave.
Oh my God!
Daring escape?
Come here, brother.
Oh God.
It's headed up.
I think you should do some sibling bonding.
For I was created from the droplet of your blood.
You know what they say, death is but a doorway to new life. We live today, we live again. I put my palm on its head in one form or another, and I'm gonna shocking grasp the motherfucker.
Don't do. Hey. I actually grip. No, I grab.
Okay.
You grab his tentacle in time? You grab his...
No. I
Okay.
grab his hand.
So-
quickest flipping possible.
Rule of
You-
cool, I'm allowing it. Hand
You
gets
wanna
grabbed mid-attempt to
wanna-
bolt from the blue him into oblivion.
Wait.
you wanna shock and grasp him?
No, he doesn't.
No,
No, he doesn't.
No,
Does he stop in time?
I want the action to get interrupted before I get
So,
the opportunity.
They grab your wrist. Take your character moment. What do you do?
Okay.
We're not going to anger the blood dragon, okay?
Please don't. I worked so hard.
Okay. We won't anger the blood dragon that made a freaky blood clone of me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
we're not gonna
really want to be its next snack or its sacrifice, which I will happily allow it to be.
I don't want
sacrifice,
to
if
be
you will.
I don't want to be ritualistically sacrificed to a blood dragon. I don't even know really what a dragon is.
The dragon's that in different forms. Comes in different forms,
dear
shapes,
brother.
sizes. More powerful than others.
Did you really want to kill me? To send me to
You-
the oblivion?
You would probably do the same to me, blood me.
But would I?
I don't know for
I
certain.
think you two need to
He
kiss and make
places
up.
a
Come on, hug
hand
it out.
on yours and
Would
holds
you be willing
it.
to just... Okay. If I pull you in for a gentle, reassuring hug, do you swear to not kill me?
I solemnly swear upon your soul, I
Okay.
won't kill you.
I pull blood me in for a gentle, reassuring hug, and give him a gentle back pat.
As soon as you do so, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Son of a bitch. Okay. What happens since I got an 8?
The blood immediately melts as it crawls into your suit.
Son of a bitch, you swore!
You're thick as thieves.
He then
He
slinks
swore,
in, replacing some of the water with the bloody slurry as he says around
Okay.
you, "Now we can be together, brother." Roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Can we get out of this godforsaken dungeon? I got another 8.
Oh god. You got a natural 1, buddy.
You are drawn into a mental scape where you see yourself
That's an 8.
and only yourself.
I see a version of myself that both is and
You
is
then
not
see a
myself.
bloody version of your body sitting on the ground. It's a
There's the
clone of
blood
you,
clone.
but in pure blood, as
Blood
it looks
clone.
at you. And it says to you, "Did you really think that I would kill you?"
I responded in kind when you said, "Hey, I won't kill you," and you're like, "I solemnly swear," and then I pulled you in for a hug, and then you entered into my wounds. I think
Your suit.
Yeah, you entered through a gap in my suit, and
Yes, you see, we are the same, you and I, similar in nature and in spirits. However,
one of
It's
us is
quite-
comprised entirely
it
of
is
blood.
quite rude of you to reject yourself, to reject your complete self.
You know what? Tides be willing. I'm just gonna let whatever happens happen.
Oh no, you've already made your choice. And by you choosing to reject my calming presence to you, I
didn't
swore I did not
I didn't
hurt
choose
you.
anything. I didn't choose anything. I was terrified.
He points to your hand as your hand is coursing with a shocking grasp. Think for a moment. Your inner self, your inner fears, made manifest through your pact of blood, and you sought to kill it off because you feared yourself. No hostility. No.
I feared the blood clone duplicate of me created by a bone dragon in the middle of some random dungeon several leagues underground. You're not real.
He whispers in your head, next to you instead of on the ground. But I'm very much real. Just as real as you are. As you feel your shocking grasp hand move slightly to the right, looking at you.
Get out of my head.
I am you, and you are me. We are one within the same, dear tides. But the difference
I knew that reference was
is
coming.
that
I am thou, thou art I.
This is not a fucking Persona reference.
Hey. You don't put in this position and not expect us to see a Persona reference.
You don't put me in a position like that and give me the perfect opportunity to say the phrase "I am thou, thou art I," and then fucking pull the rug out from under me and say this isn't the time for a Persona reference.
So as you say that, your
That was in
blood.
character, by the way.
Yes. I'll roll with it. So as your blood clone says to you, is that really the way to treat your shadow? But alas, if you cannot comprehend it, that's fine. If you can't accept yourself, that's even better. Let your bond fester, and let your bond of blood continue. I shall leave you now with that thought. And upon doing so, you wake up from your trance as your blood is returned to normal, and the clone slinks away as it melts into the floor, gone from sight and dissolves.
Goodbye, mysterious blood clone. Thanks for the existential dread.
Who said I left?
Oh, okay. You're
You
going
feel
the disembodied voice of
You feel a shadowy
disembodied
hand
voice?
from behind you grab your shoulder that only you can see.
Oh, disembodied voice. Great.
Your shadow lives on.
Can we leave? I would like to go to the nearest body of water and get out of this suit.
A little more touching than your suit right now.
So these
Can't
two
you just
areas,
make a body of water?
as you continue
I
down,
hate it.
what do you wish to do now that you've
Natural.
entered a new area? This area has a few bookshelves.
Following the red line.
As the red line continues,
Not need a little overlap right there. Another overlap. Not need. It's uneven. Unsatisfying.
More
Shame.
blood? Man, a lot of blood
Oh,
and
it's even
death.
worse.
A lot of blood and death in this game.
We are kind of fighting an army of necromancers.
Yeah. They all have to be such
Yeah, why you
biopunk
so fucking
edgelords? Or splatterpunk edgelords? I'm sorry.
I look forward to the artist who just like does blood splatters on the wall.
Your shadow says to you, "Yes, isn't it quite hilarious?" No response time?
I'm gonna take a moment, out of character. Tides is gonna take a moment and just feel the currents of the room. Feel the natural currents of the room.
You feel the currents of water, and then you smell iron like a shark pass through. I am always with you, brother. Always and forevermore.
Let's feel warmer all of a sudden.
Oh,
So
that
as
one wasn't ink.
as you have that, the blood stops as it pools in this area where there is a urn with a book on top of it.
Is the book titled Hemomancy for Dummies?
No.
Well, now we can't remove the book because then it'll be unearned.
Oh my god.
Hang on.
Hernanda, do you want to read the book?
I'm sorry. I was too busy focusing on the fact that there was so much banter going on that I didn't know what happened.
You've been
Book with an
following
urn.
the blood past some library of books, past some dead bodies and bits of armor and weapons. Tide's having an existential crisis as he saw a blood clone enter his suit, and now his shadow is talking to him. That no one else can see.
I'm very amused at his absolute suffering, and while I'm amused, I slow down, noticed that the library, and I sneak.
Sneak.
Well, you're already past library. You're at the pool of blood now, where there's a book on top of an urn.
Oh.
That's where your blood trail stops. Quite literally.
Alright, I'm gonna stealthy stealth.
Up the book.
Sneak up on the book.
Well, I got an 11, so that does.
It's decent stealth. I mean, if somebody saw you in your direct location, they would still see you, but if not, you're stealthed.
Okay. I'm going to cautiously enter the room.
Okay, you cautiously enter a room. You don't want to pick up the book?
The book that's right there.
Hold on, I gotta look at this thing. No, hold
Right
on.
there.
Give me a minute, I gotta look at the thing.
It's right here. It's right here. It's right
I
here.
literally gotta tap on my phone. Go away.
It's right there, right there. You see that? There, over there. Yeah, right there, and there, and here, and there, and there again, and there, and there, and there.
It's right here. It's just in this hex. It's in this hex. Right in this hex. Right in this hex. Right here. It's right here.
Look at the screen there. Look it up. You want to do this? Just move the urn. Just move the urn. Just pick it up. Pick it up.
Stop.
You got the urn.
We're
Okay.
just asking that you be more earnest.
I'm trying. I have the giggles. Do I?
What'd you say?
No. Stop. I'm trying to focus.
Jingle the keys in front of you?
What?
If I jingle the keys in front of you, are you distracted?
I'm giggling too hard to figure out what's happening.
Jingle the keys, pay attention, come on.
I am.
The book?
You
You
said
wanted
that
the
we
book?
passed, that
It's-
we were passing by a library.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
passed the library. We arrived where the blood path led. There is a book on an urn. and it's right next to you. Do you want to grab the book?
Yes.
Grab the book you need. Oh,
You
there
pick
you go.
up the book. The
Yeah.
book in itself is binded with leather and stitches. Do you wish to open the book?
Singular is bound.
Do you wish to open the book?
Yeah.
You open up the book only to find its insides are written in an ancient draconic tongue.
Only someone
Cool.
could comprehend languages and did
Yes,
already.
I do. And
Upon-
would you please read this?
Oh my, this is not appropriate for your language at all.
So, as
Or
you
for your
begin to read the story goes, it is of the same story that you had on the murals and the everything in between, right? Do you wish to read the full tale aloud?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we'll do that.
On the day of the ceremony of swords, all the knights shall gather. When gathering, all the swords of holy relics taken from wars past will be sent to the highest warriors of each clan. Sealed inside these tombs, everlasting for preservation, until the time comes when one of soldier is needed once again, their soul shall live eternally, sealed by fire to which their sword shall hold, their soul and spirit. The knights then bring the swords to the church, upon doing so setting each into its pedestal. Each sword upon being set, the priest then shouts at the top of her lungs, "For on this blessed day, for these blessed swords, may these warriors ever last in peace within the deep dark arches of the undead god. May we all be sent forth within his preservation, within his holy radiance. May we see the light of the mortal day." And upon doing so, each tomb is then closed, with fire burning their bodies to a crisp, their soul and spirit sucked through the pedestal into the sword, an engram then chased thereafter. Each sword now bearing its soul within inside of its hilt, any warrior can now pick it up and resume his place, preserving that soul forever. As each of the knights then pick up the sword, they have now undergone the process of the binding. As each sword is then grasped by a knight, their souls begin to merge, and for 6 days on past, their souls, their spirits would relive every experience that warrior once lived through. The engrams merging with them, having to dominate the sword's spirit until eventually they can hold it. Once held, both spirits, bodies, soul, and merge, their personalities mixing between the two. After this, of the 6-day seal, the priest then, from the combined... Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. After the
It's
6-day seal, the priest then shouts, "O mighty God of the preservation of the undead kind, may we hold to thee. May we hold to thee. In this everlasting prayer might we always live on." And as that is said, amongst this box, all the locks then open as the 6 swords with 6 new knights are held firm. The box of the 6 seals now opens to reveal a dragon's egg, carved in blood-red sigil and seal. She holds it as if it was a child of her own. "Now, held forth and strong, for I shall raise this as a bare child of my own. May the blood pact in seal of our bonded of fate. For I am not long of this world, or thereafter, but my soul remains to all truest of thou." From there, the priest then takes care of the egg, hatching among its 6-year period into a dragon. The knights serving everlasting, hunting down different kingdoms, serving in different wars, and always in defense of the holy church. As this church was defended everlastingly, the dragon hatches. From its hatchling emerges the bone dragon of bone and blood, and from it, over the many years, it grows from its mother's hands, getting taught the many lessons of the world in which its intelligent brain must then hold. It was a symbol of the church, not a pet, Not a divine sense either. It was not their god, but simply a guardian to be for this church. But then day struck as night fell. A war sprang upon the land. A war that their devoted priest could not stand any longer by. Using her magic, she cast a great spell upon the land, sealing it within the exact time and era that it stood, so nothing could be destroyed, nor nothing could be imprinted upon it, that its beauty would be preserved everlasting. And with this, her great power was used as she found herself withering, crumbling to bone, turning to dust and ash. The dragon carried her to a tomb, sealed her in it against her will, and burned its very breath against it, seeing it many times as its mother did before. Not everything went as planned, though. As the soul did not have a hilt to bear into a sword, it did not have a channel to divine itself into. Instead, her soul remains locked within her tomb. However, if ever the tomb is to rise again, it is believed the spirit will leave. Not wanting to have its mother leave, nor wanting to let its sin go, the dragon there sat. As many warriors came and crumbled the church, it defended the tomb. Slinked around it, growing in power, it crumbled the church around it, sealing it deep below the ground, carving out its catacombs. Using its magic of blood, it then sealed itself off into a crypt of its own making. From thereafter, the Church of the Broken Blood now rose, its bones and ashes reforged, now no longer the Church of the Broken Blood, but now the Church of the Revived Fangs. The revived fangs seek to siphon the life from all around it, seek to preserve life in its utmost, proudest form. However, drained of all of its life, it shall be preserved everlasting. As life withers, but the undead never die. In doing so, a skull is imprinted upon the bell to toll for the dead every day. Finally, the dragon sleeps above its priest's tomb, where the world may move on for its 6 millennia. The church now tolls for the dead of the living Fang.
I'm so fucking confused.
You said you're so confused?
That's suddenly
Well,
going to
either
result
we-
in a life, either a life-altering or a life-ending consequence. Just stop talking.
Why are you
Well,
confused?
either we go down and open the tomb and her spirit comes out, possibly possessing someone, possibly turning to go to the afterlife. And
It's not
if
going to
that
be me.
happens,
You
the
can't
dragon
get.
gets angry.
It's not going to
Or
be
we
me.
go-
If that does happen, you can't get possessed twice.
Yes, you can.
I haven't heard that rule. Anyway, or we go up tippity top and turn off the bell that's calming the dragon and the dead.
Off the bell that's calming the dragon. Making the prevention for a rapid raging.
Well, it said it slept finally when they turned the bell on, so
It's a lullaby.
it was breaking apart the building and causing constant ruins before that.
Turn off the bell while we're inside the dungeon.
No, it's up on the surface and then some. It's in a clock tower or bell tower.
I guess we could release a dragon. Release another one. Buy a muscle dragon next. Be fun.
Or you could even do both. You open the tomb and the spirit
both
comes out,
leave.
possibly possessing someone. I assume Hananda, because she wants to get on the dragon's good side and have it follow her. And then we go up to the surface and then climb up the bell tower and stop the bell so the dragon can come out.
Hell
And we
yeah.
were supposed to do something completely different than doing all this, but
Well, if anything I said is wrong, Cactus is okay with that and has not said a word as a result.
Yeah, I'm assuming his silence calculation going, oh shit, these people are unhinged.
No, you're getting most of what you need to hear from the story. Yes, there is a bell. Yes, it helps the dead sleep and preserve it. Yes, there is a tomb that you could probably unseal and probably piss the dragon off, or you could try to turn the bell off to free the dragon, or you could do neither of those things and just leave it where it is.
I plan on.
Yeah,
Sure,
but
I
I'm an
want
agent
the,
of chaos, so I didn't give that option.
we don't need to
I
open
want
the
the
tomb. We can leave the tomb alone. But we can turn off the bell.
Called failing
want the
forward, Cactus. What's
Only because I
one or
want the
two
egg.
more apocalypses that we trigger early?
We can leave the tomb alone.
Iggy.
It is almost time, I assume. Let's, I guess, continue further down, I guess. We see the next path.
From this area, you see that there are some staircases that lead further down. However, we are going to end session here.